Demon Slayer Season 3, Episode 8, now out and available for you guys to go and check out right now. I've just watched it. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on it. But smash your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you guys all think of Episode 8? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And let's talk about the newest episode of Demon Slayer right now. Okay, so Demon Slayer, Episode 8 of the Swordsmith Village Arc, now in the books. Now, this episode is completely and utterly all about the missed Hashira, Muichiro. It's all about him, it's all about his past, he's bringing up, and him becoming this absolute monster that we know, and just shows you how strong this guy really is. Now, you got to remember that the Miss Hashira, Muichiro, is very, very young. He's only like 14 years old. So, this shows you just how strong his bloodline really is. And we get a little bit of taste of that as well in this episode. So, the whole episode starts with him getting out of, obviously, the prison, the water prison that we saw last week's episode. Now, this is where he starts to have flashbacks about with his father, how much he cared for his mother, and what happened. And look, this guy has had a pretty rough childhood. And like, this is like all of the Hashiras and all of the other Demon Slayer core members and everything like that. Most of them get into this line of work because of tragedy. And that's what this show's all about. It's all about tragedy. Like, characters going through the absolute worst of worst possibilities that could happen in life. And it's always got a demon at the core that does just push them over the line to become demon slayers, and then that's when they progress and move forward. And so obviously we see just that the Muichiro has lost his mother and father all in the one day. And obviously this is where we find out that his father was actually very kind-hearted and was always willing to risk his own life to protect others, a bit like Tanjiro, our boy. So this is where parallels start to come in with Tanjiro's character and Muichiro's past with his father, and just how much his father instilled inside of him to be more compassionate, to protect others. And this is where we also find out that he has a brother. They're basically a twin brother, realistically. They look identical except for their costumes. One's a bit darker, one's lighter. But we start to see that they're polar opposites. We have the older brother, this twin brother is a bit more like, we shouldn't help people, like, look what happened. So he is really much feeling the pressure. Like, this is what's great about this whole moment and this whole past with Muichiro and Yuichiro, which is his brother, is that Yuichiro is actually dealing with it in a completely different way to Muichiro is. Like, Yuichiro is actually, you can tell that he is so frustrated. He's got anger, rage built up inside of him because of this idea of no one listened to me. Now, father tried to help mother and got himself killed in the process. This is why we should look after ourselves first before we look after other people. So you have this conflict between the two brothers, which I absolutely love. And he's always pushing Muichiro and telling him, like, you're too much like them and stuff like that. But then when we get confronted with a demon who comes in when they're both there, and his brother steps in to save Muichiro, gets his arm cut off, and then he's basically getting murdered by the demon. And this is where we see the sheer raw power of Muichiro, because before that we had the master's wife come and talk to them and tell them about their bloodline, how they come from the first breather, the first person to create breathing styles. Like, that's what his bloodline is, and it's a very, very strong bloodline. If you guys know the character and stuff like that, if you read the manga and everything, you know exactly who his bloodline is. I'm not going to ruin it for anyone that doesn't know. I'm going to leave that for you guys to discover as the show goes on, but there is someone that he is very much linked to. And this is where the whole conflict between the brothers are. Like, why would you go out and help others? Like, we got to protect ourselves. You can't even cook dinner yet. Like, how are you going to do that? You're way too young to do anything. So, but this is where Muichiro blacks out and he just has like this red vision, this rage vision, voice comes out. This is where he gets his Demon Slayer mark for the very, very first time. And we see him just absolutely butcher this demon. and he doesn't know what's happened. He doesn't understand or anything like that. But that's because of his bloodline. His blood is so powerful in these arts that he can just turn it on at any moment. So we have everything like that, and his brother dies. His brother tells him that, look, tells God and everything like that, save my brother. I'm not like him. I'm the one that needs to be punished. He's the kind-hearted one. And this plays into Muichiro, and as we come back to the present time, we see him form the Demon Slayer mask again, and this just shows you just how powerful that this Hashira really is. Like, this guy took like 4 months or something like that to become a Hashira. And look at this. He's able to access the Demon Slayer mark, and he is just absolutely wrecking shop here. And he takes on Upper Moon 5, and look, I will say this, they are dragging this fight out. They really are, because in the manga, man, it's over in a blink of an eye. It really is. Like, the power gap between Muichiro and Upper Moon 5 is enormous. Like, Muichiro is not really trying at this point, but they are dragging it out. It just ended already. Come on, we know what's going to happen. We know how the difference in the scale here. But obviously they're going to drag it out a bit, which I don't agree with. But look, the animation is absolutely stunning. The mist breathing looks incredible. It really does. And if the mist breathing is looking this good, I can only imagine what stone's going to look like. I can only imagine what wind's going to look like. What serpent's going to look like. Like we have these other ones that we still haven't seen animated. And if this is what Mist is looking like, imagine what they're going to look like. It's going to look absolutely awesome. But, so we have Muichiro just absolutely wreck shop. Like, to me, this is a good episode. It shows you more about the Hashira in Muichiro. It gives you a bit more backstory to him. Gives you some hints about his bloodline and everything like that as we move forward. So, look, I think this is a solid episode. I feel like ending it where it ended was okay, but I would have just kept going and just finished this fight personally, because it's all but over already. But obviously they're going to drag it out a bit, and that's what they're doing. But overall, a good episode, solid episode, really enjoyed it. The music was on point as well. The animation is absolutely gorgeous. It's just, this is the appetizer before the big climactic stuff happens, which will start next season. Like, next season, you think the Rui stuff was awesome. You think the stuff with Akaza and Rengoku was freaking awesome. You think the stuff with Tengen, Gyokko and that was absolutely awesome. If you think this stuff is really awesome, I'm telling you now, next season is going to be absolutely bonkers crazy. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you guys all think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button for me and click subscribe as well. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.